And here we are. Round 14, we have Aragorn on our left, played by Elad, against Pierrot playing Cloud on our right with a turn 1 Giver of Runes on the draw, sure, but
Yeah.
still I think a pretty good start for our Cloud player.
I think so too. So both players playing my favorite sleeves actually, orange and cyan, really nice colors. Also the basic lands look interesting. Giver of Runes is a good mother, but not necessarily. It's not the mother. Not the best protection there is, but still,
Sure.
I highly doubt that Cloud will come through.
I don't think, yeah. So with Tivit on the play, I was
Yeah.
pretty sure this wasn't seeing the day
Aragorn.
of light. Aragorn, sorry. I was still on my first table, but no, it's just an
sure.
Aragorn.
Yeah, we will see how that turns out. I assume Aragorn is slightly in favor. That's actually a difficult match.
Yeah,
I mean, difficult to say for me because I have not seen that matchup very often.
Me neither, actually. And yeah, I'm pondering. I don't think this is that much favorite for Aragorn. I think this is pretty even matchup in the end.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, let's say maybe 5% more win chance compared to Cloud. Not like 50, 70, 30, something. Oh, not at all. Not at all.
I think play draw might be really relevant in that matchup,
Yeah.
and I think that being on the draw for Cloud is not okay. Not that good, but this encore something thingy sanctifier.
Sanctifier on Vec.
On back.
The thing is that I'm not sure about Aragorn's hand. It seems there's no other counterspell. That's why he went for the Fable, which makes sense. The Sanctifier is definitely a problem.
Oh, what? We have some spicy stuff in the Cloud matchup.
Oh no. This is it's the usual, like the usual one drops. Some of the lists feature that will, with the nesting bot and this, they make those skull climb lines a bit better.
Okay, fair enough. But I wouldn't have seen it over some other one drop like this.
You could also play a Doom Traveler, for example.
Yeah, I was thinking about
Yeah.
this one, for instance.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
the Doom Traveler, this one is creating a Phyrexian Might,
And the
which,
colorless creature maybe is what is relevant here.
yeah, also maybe in combination with Rosa Saga, that's a bit better, like
Sure.
some small points here. Also, the nesting bot is an artifact creature that produces a servo token,
Yep.
so that's also like a small synergy with the Oza Saga and Metalcraft overall, since the Paladin, the Pure Steel Paladin is played, so artifact count does matter.
And do you play Hammer? I don't think so, but you actually do play.
That's cool. We have a colossal hammer. Okay, maybe we see some hammer time.
That would be absolutely
That would be cool,
insane. Regarding the development in our games, this Skull Clamp is actually pretty good against this Aragorn. The token actually died, I think, of the Fable. Made one treasure still, but died in combat? Or did he die?
It probably died in combat, yeah, making the treasure token, I would assume.
Okay,
We were
you
just
needed the
looking at
treasure
the deck
token for an interaction, maybe, I guess.
Yeah.
So he chose. Okay. Oh no! What? Because Ghostfire.
Well, Ghostfire Slash doesn't do it now.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a Sheltered by Ghosts. That's crazy.
That's really good indeed. We have a Flage, a Wash Away too. Okay, he wanted the treasure for the Wash Away for the Cloud recast, but he just got impaled by this Sheltered by Ghosts.
Okay. Goes under because we have the Skyclave apparition in Aragorn's hand, which can take care of the ghost again, and then we have a free Monarch.
Yeah,
Get
but
it back.
we still have Giver of Runes, I mean, to protect this Sanctifier and Vex.
Oh, by the way, actually, you don't exile the Sheltered Ghost, you exile the Sanctifier, right? Because it's quite annoying. You cannot target it with Aragorn, it can always block Aragorn.
Yeah.
So if there is like a swingy turn where you get the Monarch and then you don't attack with the Sanctifier at all, you might hold it for too long, and then it's actually problematic to Aragorn at all.
This is Ward 2.
After
Okay.
all.
Actually, if you try to remove the Sanctifier with the Skyclave, you can't really protect it from white because it was defeat the purpose of having Aragorn under the enchantment that
Yes.
would drop.
Yes. I mean, I think you still do that because, as I said, the Sanctifier is quite annoying.
Yeah, sure. You still at least keep your creatures, but it's not the ideal.
But either way, this is the most optimal line. You have to target the creature. Your opponent will give protection, and thereby the Skyclave won't do anything, and so they will also not exile anything
Sure.
to get a token later on, right? If you go for the sheltered right away, it's gone.
Okay, so you see a Fury pitch cast on this Giver of Runes. What do you do?
Pitching the Flage.
Yep, that's intense.
That's intense. Okay.
Oh, looks like we have an answer. Ephemerate. It's kind of okay, but actually not
That's
really.
not too relevant, right?
Yeah. Don't know what I'm thinking about this play.
Yeah.
You keep your giver. You gave protection from blue, I assume, to your sanctifier. You won't give it protection from white
Yeah.
from the get-go. Wouldn't make any sense.
True. So there is the Ghostfire for the Sanctifier now. That's good.
Sure, not
It
a
has
red
the
card.
Void, so it's not a red
Yep.
card. Yeah.
Still, you made.
Oh, and the Surge of Salvation.
But
Okay.
the Surge of Salvation has split second, or am I wrong?
It does not.
Okay.
It does not.
Okay.
It just gives hexproof from red and black spells, I think. You gain hexproof, and am I correct? You
Okay,
and
okay.
You control gain hexproof until end of turn. Okay, prevent all damage that black and red sources would deal to creatures.
No,
you
no.
control.
The
What?
ward still has to be paid, and no mana was paid for the ward. Okay, I think it's a mistrigger. So,
Yes, that's a yes. I think
but in that case, you can. Okay, my protection failed.
Yeah.
No, please pay the ward for
Yeah,
the.
yeah.
Huge misplay here, I think.
it's Ward 1 or Ward 2?
Two,
I think
two.
it was Ward 2 even,
Yeah.
right?
So,
But what was the second spell? The second spell was the No More Lies.
Lies.
Okay, yeah.
but I think as it is a mistrigger, you can't say anything to the judges, right?
I think so too, yeah.
Yep, that's tough baiting to see because
Yeah.
other than that, otherwise this would have left Cloud in a very commanding position in this game.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now we have a Giver of Runes that is facing an Aragorn and a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I don't see this situation evolving in the right direction for Cloud.
Especially depending, like next turn, the Fable has no summoning sickness anymore. Here we see a
Ooh.
Mirren Crusader. Cool card.
Yeah, I think we'll show this one.
Yeah,
Not,
sure.
Something we see a lot.
There we go. Protection from black and from green, exactly the wrong colors against Jeskai.
Exactly.
Nonetheless, you have double strike, and if you put some sneaky equipments onto that,
I think it is a nice deck with that much Slimefoot in the metagame.
that is very true.
Though no protection from red means that a lot of removal still will hit it.
You can unholy heat it.
You can
you
bolt
know.
it, you can Fury, Paragraph it.
I was especially talking about unholy heat because only two,
yeah.
and this guy has 2 toughness.
So we're going to take its turn back. Well, what's the follow-up? I assume you will take your hit with Aragorn at some point. Oh, still Force of Negation.
Oh, there's the Teferi.
Teferi, I think this is like Philia. Okay.
Fairly in response, that's okay. I mean, you don't really have a nice Felia setup right now. Next turn you can cast Cloud, but I think there's still the wash away you were talking about earlier.
I think there is still a wash away, yeah.
Yeah. So Cloud is kinda washed away. Later on, I mean.
Yep. Do you give protection from red to the pal? Yeah, I think it's okay because it allows it to block the Aragorn and not being able to do the trigger. Paragraph 2 in Aragorn's hand, so it's brutal, I think. In the chat, the 11-1 pairs do miss this trigger. Man, I think you actually didn't do 11-1 yourself to make that kind of comment. It's a bit disrespectful, I think, because you're actually at 11-1 and it happens to everyone.
Yes,
Missing
so
that kind of
please
trigger.
take into consideration the players have played the entire day yesterday, 10 rounds. Most of them haven't got that much sleep, and now you have to wake up very early again to keep on with the grind. And today's seedings are very serious. These are only the best players, and that's like each mistake counts. Unfortunately, things like that happen. Sure, it's not cool to see because people are disappointed. They want to see like super clean Magic, but you know, it happens.
We also
Even in pro play, even in pro play.
Sure, we
So-
also our fair share of Chalice on one, where an opponent resolves a lightning bolt or a brainstorm.
Exactly.
Under
And
coverage.
for example, last weekend, Standard Showdown. Real quick. There was a Red Deck Wins player at 12-3, and he was throwing an entire game because he missed one Razorkin Needlehead trigger, and the opponent won on 1 HP.
Huh.
And he did exactly the same in the quarterfinals.
Oh.
Losing on 1 HP because he missed one of those triggers. Then the entire community was like, how can it happen? Yeah, it happens because those guys are exhausted.
And
they're playing Magic all day.
Sure, and they are missing one trigger, not the 5 other triggers that they could have missed and they didn't.
I mean, I get that people think, well, it's like an essential part of the deck, and there are not that many triggers to take care of in Red Deck Wins. So, yeah, I can see as a viewer it's frustrating, but
It happens, really. It
it does happen. Yeah.
And especially in Duel Commander, with really complicated board states and interactions that you don't often see. So please give the players some leeway.
Yeah.
With freak tons of damage. All the comments are written in the stream recap, the stream title. Sorry, if you want to see them.
Isn't that a League of Legends reference? Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think so, right? Yeah. Tons of damage, yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. This guy.
So we see this Mirren Crusader getting frisky. For some negation to, I think it is Prismatic Ending and Paragraph, the last 2 cards. Paragraph, I'm pretty sure. Prismatic Ending, not so sure.
Okay, so Aragorn is being exiled, and you get the Monarch, and then you can draw a card, and then Aragorn, depending on how you stack the triggers, you can draw a card, and then
Yeah, the very good.
Aragorn comes back, and you lose the Monarch, but you draw a card.
Yeah, and you still have Reprieve as a decent follow-up. No
Yeah.
willingness to cast Cloud from Pierrot's side, which is good because he wants to be...
He seems to smell it.
yeah. You know, when your opponent actually attacks with his red creature into your own protector from red
Did he
creature...
miss the Monarch?
Oh, did he?
It looked like.
Oh, damn.
Can we check that in the video?
We could
I
actually.
just, I'm just curious.
Let's see.
Because it didn't look to me that he
No,
oh, he drew a
actually
card.
drew.
Okay,
He actually
never
drew.
mind. Yeah.
So Reprieve might come handy here at some point. Cathar Commando is okay, I think. And Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Okay, Reprieve is good.
To be honest,
Tempo.
I think there is a chance. We see a Paraglyph in Aragorn's hand, and there is a second Paraglyph with the Fable
Yeah, that's
that will deal
tons of damage.
Tons of damage. Yes, exactly. And since Aragorn has the Monarch, all of those creatures, or 2 of those creatures, can actually attack without being blocked. So that's a problem.
I think it's maybe lethal even. We see instant creature Planeswalker land at least. So that's at least 8 damage to the dome. No,
It's
just
interesting
to-
that he chooses to get rid of Thalia. It seems not to be lethal then.
Okay, but I think he maybe fears something like Swords to Plowshares, which can be fair, you know.
definitely.
And without...
And I mean, you still swing 4, 8, 9, depending on the types, right? I don't like the fact that the Aragon player is changing the order of the graveyard. Not that it's too relevant,
I
but
think it depends on the deck you're playing. I
Yeah.
don't think in Argon's case this is really important. I'm sorry.
yeah,
So, Pierrot is now at 10.
seemed to be 9 damage. So the paragraph should be 5.
Yep, looks like it, yeah.
5 power. And in mono white, there's no Deadpool coming around the corner stealing that textbook. But we have a Stoneforge Mystic, and
Okay, what?
let's
could
have a look
this
at the
be?
toolbox.
Swords of Fire and Ice. Give me the good old tech.
Swords is too costly. He just made a land drop.
I think, yeah, you die on the spot if you take the sword, actually.
Yeah, is there something? I mean, sort of Feast and Famine is not working either.
You miss the was
Maybe a
GT,
Jitter?
yeah.
Because you have double strike, so you get 4 counters.
And this is a force of negation
Ah,
exiting the
okay.
wash away you played around for the whole game.
Going
and
for
I
the
think
GT, and that's most likely the concession. Yeah, and
absolutely it is.
here he's wrapping it up.
It was a nice line though. This GTA could have effectively kept the game going
Yeah.
for some time.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry again.
I mean, yeah, I kind of expected a bit more pressure from Cloud side, but
Yeah,
to be fair, Oregon had the perfect answers. And as you said, missing the war trigger definitely had a huge impact. The
absolutely.
game would have looked very different without that. Or actually, with the trigger.
Yeah.
He counted the ephemerate, I guess, right? Wasn't it?
Uh,
I think he did.
no, he
wasn't it
countered
the-
the protection spell that followed.
Oh, the Search of Salvation. Okay, fair. Yeah, either way, that's a bummer. But
Oh, yes, that's sure. Goif should have shot 3 times because the Paragoif triggers is when
also very true. Yeah,
Goif
it
enters.
should have triggered twice.
And the shoots were lethal because I don't even think you were it was needed for you to attack, but you had to put the first paragraph trigger to the dome, I think, for it to be lethal on the spot. So
Yeah.
still, if you feared something like a soul plowshares, but I mean, you could assume your opponent didn't have it because other than that, otherwise he should have played it before onto the Fable
Yeah.
or the Aragorn itself. So I think it was pretty safe here. Might be
Yeah.
wrong. Maybe you feel like a corner case card like a Condemned, for instance, for attacking creatures. But even then,
Does the deck feature something like this?
I don't think so. I don't think this
I
is.
think
a
the
good
card is
card.
pretty bad.
Yeah, in some hard control decks like TVT, I can see. it
Yeah,
played,
we
but-
saw it every now and then, but I was never a big fan of it. Because you are very dependent on the creature actually attacking in order to deal with it, you know.
And more creatures do really strong strike without ever attacking.
Exactly, yeah. That is the problem. Okay, maybe we will see a better start for Cloud here.
Actually, his starter was really good. It all revolves around this
but
watch
it's
trigger.
like, I don't know.
I think this is-
feel like the back that can do better, can do even better.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think this is a game of inches. This matchup is a game
true.
of inches.
That is true. Yeah, certainly.
And in that regard, I think that every small misstep, but one or the other players might really lean the outcome towards one side or the other.
Interesting to see no one drop here.
Yeah, I don't think the deck plays that many of them.
I mean,
Yeah, no, 9 is not that 11 maybe if you go on some artifacts
and then you still have the
But I mean 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14,
Potball Hall doesn't count with a target, but
15, 16, 17.
Lantern Drum. You have lots of one drops actually.
17 it is not that much. If you want one on turn 1 consistently, I think you need to aim for like 23, 24.
But still, it's
Statistically
quite
speaking.
close. It's quite close, right? Almost 1/5 of the deck. Here we have the Jacked Rabbit.
Yep.
Cool card. From
Rarely
the
seen.
Bloom Barrow. You're not having
Yep.
from the Bloom Barrow Commander set, I think.
Actually, I can do this, I think. Yep.
Here we go. Again, this guy is not skipping a gym.
Absolutely. I actually love the tongue-in-cheek here with this card's name.
Yeah,
Between Jackrabbit, Jack Rabbit,
Yeah,
with, the,
true,
with
true.
the muscles and etc.
it's really cool. I have to say, the Aragorn player has some fancy signatures on some of his cards. We've seen a shadow signature on Flage. I haven't seen that yet. If you're a fan of signatures, come over to the next Relic Fest to meet some awesome artists, and
Yep.
they will even pimp your cards.
We had
Brother.
Scott Fisher for the first time in France.
I know he told me.
Yes, he went.
Yeah. He was super excited. I love his art, and not only his art, but also the signature. Actually, you know, like very simple.
What? Okay.
also-
All my
That's cool.
respect to that cloud player.
That's cool. That's
Man,
cool.
you are awesome. Keep it up. If it ever gets to attack, please let him attack. I want to see this token. Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, come on,
That's kind of
man.
boring.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised to see a Pippin here, to be fair.
I think it's more of a mid-range-ish slash aggressive take
Yeah.
on Aragorn, and I think it makes quite some sense to some extent.
I was
Okay,
never a big fan of it, to be honest, because I felt like it's slightly too bad.
it's not the best.
I really, really share the sentiment on that deck list that he's not playing any creature one drops.
I think Mother of Runes might pat the cuts, but
So from I played the deck for like half a year or something, and I really ended up cutting all of them because I felt it's not really valuable. Even
okay.
a Mother.
Even Mother,
Yeah, I
I
tried
think
Onslaught Pride and Grim Lavamancer for some time. I was not happy with the one drops at all.
okay.
So I can definitely see why he does not run them.
But this one looks to me like I don't like this card. This card is bad, I think.
Which one?
This one, this
Why?
is the Omen Path.
The new Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I think it's cool that it has flash.
yeah, 3/2 flash
It
for
makes it
2.
playable. But like the second activated ability is quite strong.
It costs mana. I mean, it's
Yeah,
telegraphed. It's
yeah.
I don't
But it's
know.
flash. It has flash. Look at all the things. Thalia flash, Katakomando
Yeah,
flash,
Philia
Containment
is-
Priest, Fairy, blah blah blah. They all flash.
Okay, the flash.
Apart from Pippin, Hullbreacher has flash.
Okay.
Tideminder has flash. Pyrogolf, do you have flash? I hope not.
Flash is
Okay.
relevant, I think.
Yeah, so we have the
That's fair.
cloud. I think
The-
that's the idea behind it, to always have interaction open. Whenever your opponent does not do anything, you
Yeah.
still have a threat to propose.
And that's what I liked really much. I played a tiny bit of Aragorn,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought this was the best play patterns is the flash creatures. And
Mm-hmm.
I ended up like cutting everything that didn't have flash, and even played Spell Queller that actually I found quite
love it.
good. Yeah,
I love it,
in
yeah.
this deck. People tend to forget this card, but I think it's still quite strong, and even I would say stronger and stronger regarding the 4 drops that are more and more
Yeah,
brutal.
that's true.
So I think the value of the card is getting higher because the 4 drops and low mana costs are getting stronger.
It depends. If you can defend it, it's very, very powerful.
Yeah.
If not, but I mean, sometimes you can delay like counter spells.
Sure, sometimes
it's really good against counter spells.
Exactly.
And sometimes you have these situations where your opponent casts a Neoform and an Eldritch Evolution. You eat that, and you have a 2-for-1 easily. That's definitely good. Sometimes,
The secret mode end of turn 2/3 flyers in some matchup is quite relevant too, I think.
yeah.
You not needing to eat a spell for it to be relevant, even
Yeah.
if it's obviously better.
Sure.
We see that Ranger Captain of Eos, I think, a really good card in this specific matchup.
Especially with Ophelia,
Yep.
right?
But Philia is unable to scream right now, so it won't be
Okay.
able to scream.
Unable to do anything. Oh, he's stifling the ETP. That's probably good.
Yep.
You have to.
This is a
Be
commitment
scared
from
of-
Aragorn,
Yeah.
saying like the body I don't care, but I don't want this to be resolved, and I
Yeah.
can get behind that decision.
Because he probably knows that, things like Guide of Souls, Onslaught Pride, all these quality one drops, they definitely propose a threat here.
I mean, at some point, if this Mother or Giver of Runes is unanswered, it can just unlock the Philia by giving it Pro Blue.
Absolutely.
Yep. Good decision making, I think, from Aragorn's part. We will take the 3 points. Why not?
yeah.
Ooh, I see a Janith Magistrate in Pierrot's hand.
I see that too.
Yeah.
Maybe baiting the counterspell with the Mirren Crusader.
It looks like it, though. The strict counterspell was already played, so I would expect Aragorn to be mainly based over soft counterspells.
Yeah.
Biggest one in this situation being like Mana Leak, or maybe no, I'm wrong. Maybe the new one, the Loose Focus, could have still countered the. Forgot the name. The card that was about to be played and that got countered anyway. But maybe I would have played that card first because you can't really bait Mana Leak.
When you have only 2 mana left.
Okay, no,
like-
in that regard, yes. But if you really want this spell to resolve, I often sometimes think that attempting to play it first
Yeah,
might sometimes
Yeah,
be the
fair.
right
Fair
line of
point.
thinking.
definitely.
Okay, another value card. This one, okay, subtlety. It's good,
Wow.
but it will only delay the inevitable.
Yeah, the question is, with Thalia not able to scream. Do you put the card back on top or do you put it on the bottom?
I still think you get this on top.
Yeah, I think it depends on what he has in hand.
Okay,
And,
I'm wrong.
I mean, Solitude is most likely a very strong find here. If you have like a nice or an attractive combination of equipment, you can go
Janet
for the Paladin. Magistrate is here. Let's see if it survives.
It
It
most
does not.
certainly doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, that went quick.
Magistrate was put second from the top, and we got an Aragorn that was cast and a passing of the turn. Not a lot of life to work with in Elad's side. We see a calcification, I think,
There's a Mishra's Factory.
and another land, I think. So this
Yeah.
calcification has to be good now. You have to do something impactful with it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Is it a Stoneforge Mystic he's about to play? I think so, right?
I don't see Stoneforge Mystic.
No, it's oh, that's what you. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. Ossification. Yeah, yeah.
It's ossification or
Ossification.
calcification?
Ossification.
Okay, sorry. I tend to mismatch the French and English name.
Yeah, but again, exiling Aragorn.
Okay, that is kept.
That's a
That's a
sign.
statement.
Yeah, that's definitely a statement here. Trading.
We see a Cathar Commando, right? So that may be
Okay.
why.
Bringing down Cloud. Maybe going for a pre-war.
And a Containment Priest. Prio from Aware might actually, yeah, be kind of a good card here.
Getting some of those things back. Okay, he decides to go for the
Yes.
Solar Fanas. I really like that
Yeah.
because it's a fancy equipment, and actually I like the fact that when the deck came out, when Cloud was released, and people experimented with the deck in the first place, they implemented or like they included Swords of Fire and Ice, but some players were not sure whether or not to keep the card,
Okay.
while some players are still of the opinion that it's really good, and I like to see that because it's an old school card, more or less, right?
Love that card. Yeah.
We haven't had a deck for years because tempo-wise, the card is rather awkward.
Yep.
You have to pay 5 mana, and your opponent has an answer for whatever creature.
I have a question here. Do you really... Okay, I can get behind the flaging the cloud, but I mean, if you equip this sword onto Philia, she is able to scream again, right?
That's right. Yeah,
Against Pro
she
Blue.
can do things.
Uh,
I mean, you
so-
don't want the sword to be
trigger twice.
Exactly,
Yeah.
to be equipped onto Cloud, because that would be a serious clock, hitting in for 8 damage turn by turn, and Elad is only on 12 remaining life. So we could see,
Now we see the limitations of change the equation.
what's the real deal is that the Unable to Scream is falling off. If that comes
Sure.
through,
And you don't have enough mana to Cathar Commando in this turn.
absolutely.
Yep, take your thing
So-
back. Thank you.
That happens. And it would be, we see an Amagano, by the way. It would be
Ooh.
insane if there would be another interaction with the failure trigger, actually.
Containment Priest. In an attempt to block this creature makes sense. I
Yeah,
think
I
you
think-
can't really let the triggers off.
Yes, I think that's
It
fine.
would be too tough of a beating.
You want to make sure that. What is the
Upkeep
mana
you-
tapped for?
Reshadow Port during the upkeep.
It's a Richard Port. Okay, yeah, fair.
Okay, question is, did you made 2 land drops? And answers seem to be no.
No. I think the Mishra's Factory is here for a while. Or at least since last turn already.
Yeah.
And
What land do you tap? I think the blue-red because it prevents Flage from being exiled, escaped, sorry.
Escaped, yeah.
But even then, Flage, I mean, you still have that Philia with a sword on it, and
Yeah.
I don't know how the dog actually carries the sword, by the way, but the Flage is certainly a beating, but against if a 4/4 Philia,
I think
The sword.
we are in a situation where. Oh, by the way, you cannot cast the Armageddon because Aragorn would come back. It's
Yeah, but
still
is it
under.
really a problem against Ophelia that can blink it out? You take 6 and draw a card.
Yeah, but the cannon is waiting, right?
Cathar Commando, yeah,
Cathar
yeah,
Commando, not
yeah,
the
sure.
canonist.
I think it will come on this turn.
Yeah.
I think to kill the sword and not the ossification.
We will see about that. Maybe, maybe Elad is thinking about.
Block before damage, kill the sword. Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's more dangerous. But now you,
I would have attacked with the Mishra's Factory here.
yeah,
I don't necessarily see a reason to. I mean, okay,
playing Cloud is good.
yeah, but you have another land drop. This card is not too
Oh,
useful, and this way you could have stolen a Monarch.
are we going for? Okay, okay. I thought Cloud cost only 4 here. It cost actually 6. I'm sorry. I would think we were about to witness Cloud. Sorry, Armageddon, Mana in Pool, Cloud follow up, but actually not.
So we could take the time to draw 4 cards and refill. And
For
that's definitely the strength of Cloud compared to Thalia. You have this draw engine for the situations in which.
Cloud in the graveyard. So
Yeah, for the pre-war probably.
yeah, but he doesn't have it in hand right now.
Maybe getting there, maybe playing Helping Hand, maybe playing,
Oh, for sure, I think there are that kind of stuff. in
Jolt
the deck.
Awakening, the decks usually play.
Jolted Awake, yes.
He plays both. Yeah, Jolted Awake, yeah.
I really love this deck, actually. Cloud looks
It is
like,
really cool, yeah,
yeah.
definitely. He's just playing the wrong copy for these sleeves. There is the Saillant one. There's the Cloud that looks exactly like the Saillant sleeves here.
Yes.
This one.
Ah,
That would fit perfectly.
gotcha.
But I think the Relic Fest has it in store. So later on, if you have a couple of points to use, you can maybe upgrade that.
Okay.
Soul Guide Lantern. Oh, that's a huge one against the Flage.
Yep.
Definitely takes care of one problem. And I think, yeah, I mean,
You can't really attack with this factory right now
No.
because of this fury.
you would have to get rid of the Fury too.
We have.
There's an oust, but there's an oust, so you could
Okay.
do that.
Was about to ask you because I wasn't sure about it.
Oh, it's not an oust. My bad. It's a pure steel
Okay, I
paladin.
saw that, but
I thought it looks very similar, right?
I agree with you.
So
I thought
yeah,
it was
here we
pure
go.
steel. You said oust. I was like, okay, it's oust. No, it's pure steel. Okay,
Maybe we can show that to the
the
viewers.
pure steel paladin. Yeah. His one seems to be in like Korean or Chinese.
Could be simplified Chinese or Korean.
Yep.
Korean would be really cool. Very, very rare. Samuel was recently in Korea, and it's really hard to get foils over there, like magic cards overall, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we aren't attacking this turn. Makes perfect sense. What is the follow-up?
So Metalcraft is not yet reached, which means
Consult the star charts.
yeah, not kicked. So we only take 1 card out of 6. Still,
Still
pretty good selection, I think.
not too shabby, yeah.
Yeah, there's a 4 Eolingas. You go for that?
I don't
Oh,
know.
it seems to be the selection because he's like sorting it. Your opponent is on 21 HP.
You're on 12. That's.
A bit risky, but
I mean, this turn you should attack with Fury, and Pierrot shouldn't block.
yeah.
Or you keep the Fury to prevent the attack. But if you choose the 4th Elrond gas, I think you should attack with this Fury in an attempt to lethal the next turn.
Yeah. But it seems there's a mana type, there's a change the equation.
Is there a Commandeer? No.
No, it
this
would
can't play
be, no, it's a
Commandeer.
sink into super, I think.
Oh, okay, I think you're right.
Comedy would be insane.
Yeah.
So we have this and sync, yeah, that should be it. Interesting.
Lantern was sacrificed to draw a card end of turn. Pure Steel Paladin is at the moment only a 2/2. I think it's when you have Metalcraft that equipments. Okay, and he draw cards actually when equipments enters the battlefield.
Exactly.
Which
And,
is
you can equip for free. It's probably one of the best equipment matters cards in the deck.
Mhm.
Let's see what we have. This could be a Shadow Spear. It is.
It is a Shadow
Springleaf
Spear.
Drum.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's the Springleaf Drum.
You
It's a
are
fancy art.
absolutely right.
It's a crazy one if you have a look
Yeah.
at it.
Looks like a Crash Bandicoot
Yeah, exactly.
illustration. We are animating the Mishra's Factory this turn.
Now we have Metalcraft. Not that it matters too much, but
No, but that's a fair point. We now have Metalcraft. I think, will block the Pure Steel Paladin.
no, I think you have to block the factory. Because the
Yeah.
Pure Steel Paladin would kill the Fury if you give it protection from that.
Oh, you are right. You are right. Absolutely.
But it seems that Cloud has a trick up in his sleeve, and it's an Iganyo.
Ganjo. So
Okay.
you can't really do a lot of stuff with this, and I don't think Singing to Super.
And that's so
Works,
brutal.
yeah.
Like you have a Sync Super things in hand to deal with multiple spells, but it's an activated ability.
It's not a spell,
Where's
yeah.
your Tales now? It's a misdirection.
Misdirection,
actually.
yep, doesn't work either.
Not a comedy, but a misdirection. Yeah.
And
So-
thanks for the Monarch.
Finally, the Monarch goes over. When we talked about Spell Queller earlier, I had a couple of situations where my opponent also decided to put their commander under the Spell Queller, eventually never getting it back.
Huh?
We have a similar situation here with
Yep.
the ossification. I think it's very greedy to do that early on.
I think with the Cathar Commando, you were okay, like this will just make me lose a bit of time, but I can quote unquote recast my Aragorn for only 3 mana.
Exactly.
And then the Sword of Fire and Ice came down, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, and
fudge.
that's my problem with the decision making because I think, the deck plays so many relevant auras and equipments that it's very easy to use the Kata Commando or to be forced to use it for something else. So
Maybe
I get the idea that, okay, I'm kind of safe and maybe get like that's the
Oh, this is-
superior, no, not superior Spider-Man, the
amazing.
Spider-Man.
We saw the Signature Super actually to bounce back the ossification, but I think you are right. Maybe Elad is not that used to this matchup to some extent and didn't see the huge threats coming. We still have Armageddon ossification that was just bounced back in Pierrot's
Yeah,
hands.
that's rough that he has another answer for that because now swinging in for 7, actually gaining back 4 life, and Cloud mostly tries to win by combat damage, if not all the time, and this is going to be tricky. So maybe there's like a powerful Tanglewire does not do the job, I think. But now we are, yeah. If you can handle Aragorn somewhat, because the Spider-Man is not really relevant. It gives hexproof and
Indestructible.
to all the targets. Yeah,
All the
right?
creatures.
All the creatures. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And it
Tricky
can,
to get around that because I was just about to say if you can deal with Aragorn. And it's maybe only the Spider-Man, then you can cast the Armageddon and
what are we doing?
maybe do something.
I think we are absolutely destroying all
Going
lands.
for the Armageddon, okay. That seems to be
Desperate
an act of
measure?
desperation to me.
I tend to agree.
I mean,
Because you take mana in pool, but your opponent will also, right? So if they have something to do with their mana, they will, and it's a force of negation anyway. So
yeah. Good. I think in German you would say der Drops ist gelutscht, which means this is absolutely over.
I think, yeah, is at least closed from being over. Now you forced to use the ossification onto the Spider-Man. because but you still now you have the counter spell that is active, the change the equation that can actually counter the ossification if needs be. Okay, resolves. What do you choose? Anyway, you will have the Spider-Man by targeting the Aragorn on the Spider-Man itself. Makes sense to sacrifice it, I guess.
Yeah, I think so too.
Good fight from the part of Cloud, but still a tough situation.
Yeah, I mean,
found
he's
himself
he's trying, and I think it's probably right to try to swing with the Pure
Pure
Steel Paladin, giving it protection, gaining back the Monarch.
Can
Because
you wait for Aragorn to have... No, because the trigger doesn't target when you're at the Monarch. It's all the creatures that can block, right?
we just decided to give protection from,
Whatever is not white and...
and the March actually hits. That's
Yeah,
rough.
he has a Reverend Mantra in hand though,
Yeah.
Pierrot, but I think he doesn't have a white card to pitch.
It seems to be the case. It's a basic land.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's white.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Look at the frame and everything. Everything is white on this card.
yeah. I have to be honest, despite Cloud being on the lead for several turns, I still think it looks very one-sided, the entire match, right? Like in the first game we had
Huh?
like kind of beating, and now we're here. Aragon didn't do much for several turns, yet it came back just by gaining back the
Yep.
king.
There was one pinch point. This game is the turn where the Merchant's Factory didn't attack because that
Absolutely.
made that Elad kept the Monarch for like 3 turns
Yeah.
more, and I think this could have drastically changed the outcome of the game.
Yeah.
Really a game of inches.
Definitely.
Oh, this small creature.
We talked about earlier, yeah.
Yep.
Coming down to feed the skull
Crawling
clamp.
Chorus.
Yeah, but it does the job kind of, but not really. I would have rather used the mana to skull clamp it right away and draw some cards, because
Yes, I think
skull
so.
clamp falls off anyways, and you cannot block because Aragon can still target one creature.
Yep, exactly. But
But
oh,
he's
Reverend
choosing to
Mantra.
hard cast Reverend Mantra. Okay.
Interesting.
Very
Misdirection
interesting.
won't work because it has no targets. Solve the equation won't work either. If there are knock-on spells that are relevant in Elad's end, I think I kinda like this move.
Yeah. And it stays on the battlefield, keeping the
Let
monarch, not dealing any
go.
damage, so you don't gain any life on Aragon's side.
That's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Okay. Ephemerate. Is there something stupid to do with this card?
Currently not, I would say, right?
I mean, if you are in defensive position and you have different creatures, Aragorn can only target one, so you can block and ephemerate it.
We see a rabbit.
Yes, finally. It's supposed to be Phyrexian Might, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, doesn't matter. And
the-
it's gone.
But we saw it for a little bit.
For
That's
the
cool.
skull clamp.
Oh, this also bright actually could be cool. I mean,
Cool, yes.
you need to gain life this turn, but you made a Phyrexian Might.
And there is a change
will
the
be
equation
solved.
that takes care of
Yeah.
the little cat. A pity. City's Blessing is definitely here. Oh,
Yes, I won't
we
bother
have
to
the
count.
Haley Trooper.
Oh, what's
One
this?
of the better auto-equip creatures.
One, two, flying. This creature's attack and an attacking creature against flying equip abilities. You activate that target. This creature costs 2 less to activate.
But there's
Okay.
a spell snare waiting in addition.
Okay, so problem solved.
Yeah. Interesting that both decks have their way of generating lots of card advantage.
Uh-huh.
The other, one through the Monarch, the other through a Skull Clamp. And I think this is also the biggest critique around or about Cloud. Because, when the card arrived and it was played a lot on MTGO, people were like, "Is Skullclamp really a healthy card? And should we do something about that?
Oh.
And what's or not?" In the brainstorm, finding a
2 times he didn't draw onto Monarch. Oh, if it's the case, yep, block protection. You don't get the Monarch.
So
Oh,
that lineup is actually really powerful, preventing lots of life gain,
sure, but
and also keeping the Monarch active is very relevant here.
you have to win quickly, right? There are like 5-6 minutes left in the round,
Yeah.
maybe. Once more, our timer is indicative, so it's approximately right.
We
But
have the second one drop, the nesting bot, hitting the battlefield, and this
Start
is
the
a start the
engines.
engines. Yeah, it's not really relevant, especially for this tiny creature, because if you have max speed, I think it gets +1/+0.
exactly.
So it
Lot of lands drawn.
we have the rabbit back. Woo! But I'm not too optimistic. I mean, I don't like that he's constantly
Oh,
tapping white mana instead of the Rishadan port that doesn't really do anything
I
anymore.
tend to agree, but we see a recruiter of the guard, and I think this is really good. And actually, Elad is brainstorm locked. You did brainstorm without any way. Oh no,
No, there's a fetch lands.
I'm
Yeah.
lying. I'm
Yeah.
lying.
So you cannot search for the voice because the voice has 3 toughness, but you can search for a Sanctifier,
Yep.
which
This will
is
most definitely prevent Aragorn from doing anything, but you have to
Yeah.
remember to draw on the Monarch, mate. I mean, it's something that when you're not playing Monarch yourself, you tend to forget quite easily. Something at the end of your turn is not really
Yeah.
something you're used to.
You also have to take into consideration that you just saw.
Did you just
That-
forget one?
Yes, I think that's the case.
Oh no,
Okay,
he's
he's still pointing at the mark.
okay,
That's
okay,
good.
okay.
Because you know the more complex the board state becomes, it's easier to oversee such triggers,
Sure.
and Cloud tends to have pretty complex board states usually, with lots of different creatures and things going on.
So Surveillant puts a land into the graveyard on Oregon's side, and I think this game either you try to go for a 1-0 win if you're Aragorn, or maybe a draw if you're Pierrot, but I don't see this game. I don't see Cloud winning this BL, time wise.
I think it can win. I think it can because they're
I think you can win this game.
yes.
I don't
You
think
know,
you-
the entire match.
Yeah.
The entire match. No, I agree to you. I think if there would be one deck being fast enough to win within a couple of minutes, it would be Aragon.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
So I'm currently thinking about on Aragon's side whether or not to
Concede.
concede and play a third game. Then again, 11 1 2, still fine score. And that's the worst outcome. Right now you're playing for 1-0.
Yep.
So why not just keep going, you know? Your opponent is the one playing against the time and not you.
Yep.
We have a pre-war firmware.
And we see Cloud going quickly through the motions here.
Yeah, he needs to hurry, and now the cloud finally comes back. And we have a sort of feast and famine.
What do you think about this sword equipping the
Sanctify?
No, I don't think it's that good because you need it to prevent Argon from going over you, but it is a clock. It is a fast one.
I mean,
that.
you could still do that because you can even re-equip. So you have the free equip from the Heli Trooper still, which was resolved, I think. Oh no, sorry, never mind. The Heli Trooper was Spellsnet a long time ago. The creature beneath Recruiter should be the giver of runes, so you have to pay for that actually. And it seems that he played too fast, and the judges can't really follow what was happening.
Okay, yeah. What was the... I think he drew pre-war and the card for the turn. Oh
no.
Okay, that's strange. But I mean, there's a clamp onto the battlefield. I don't think... I think this need to be solved. I don't think this is game changer. We'll see what happens. I think players.
Oh, I'm not sure. Usually it's resolved in a way that your opponent has a free Thoughtseize on your hand.
Ah.
If you draw a card too much, I think it's handled like that.
Yeah, but if you, I mean, you play E-tutor, you put the card into your hand rather than on the top of your library. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how the judges resolve this situation.
Yeah, that's unlucky.
We'll see what happens. I think Cloud is under the pressure of the times.
Absolutely.
So he's going quickly through the motions. I don't think this is deliberate. He's playing under camera over it. Well, actually, that's not really an argument because a lot of people tend to cheat even when they're on the camera.
Yeah,
We have all seen our fair share, I think, of cheating under camera here to attest this. But anyway, yeah, in this situation, I don't think this is
not at our event,
Yeah.
but in Magic overall.
Yeah.
Yes, just to clarify this.
I'm really sorry. I'm a bit cold. I need to sneeze.
That's okay. I will take care of that. So, situation is being resolved. The judges seem to talk about that. Seems to be an alteration on the hallowed fountain, maybe, which the cloud was investigating.
An alteration on what, sorry? On the
On the hallowed fountain on Aragorn's hallowed
Okay,
fountain.
okay, okay. Was it said that the coverage is big preference? You guys are doing a good job. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
you
Yeah.
very
Happy to
much.
hear that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad to hear that you are enjoying yourself in our company. This means a lot to us because it is the whole point of doing what we are doing.
Yes.
It's been like 3 days now.
Mm-hmm.
4 days actually, because we are working until since Thursday. So, yep, it is a blast. It is also tiring, as you can hear, I think, by my voice and my nose starting to drip a little bit.
Make some trouble. Okay, judges at the table. We see some hands every now and then. What's happening? Okay, you did that. It will result in this. Actually, if I think about it, playing Jeskai in orange sleeves, I'm very much into the aesthetics of having the fitting sleeves and stuff like
Okay,
this.
okay.
It looks really good. I like it.
Are you the kind of guy that have a different sleeve for every deck, or the kind of guy, yeah, I love purple, I will buy like 10 pack of Dragon Shield?
No,
purple
I'm the
and
kind of guy
still
who
have
has
my
10 different play mats for different occasions with different sleeves and different dies, even.
different.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I like that. I
Okay,
like that. I
okay.
enjoy it, like when everything looks kind of similar and
Harmonious, yeah, okay.
aligned. It's really cool.
Okay, okay. I can get with that, be behind that.
If you play all the shiny cards and stuff, that's like the last step of pimping everything. So
Do you make your dice signed also?
no, no. Then they're actually balanced dice. So the arrows they're really balanced dice, and I don't want that to be.
Where are you from both?
I'm from Germany, near Frankfurt actually.
And I'm from France.
Just France.
Just France.
That's fine.
Yeah, from Thank you, Max. This is a friend of mine.
I know, Moxen. Yeah,
yeah.
you used to cast the fact sometimes, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is this the city you live in, or is it just a joke?
It is the region I live in.
The region. Okay, yeah. Let's see.
Actually.
So situation is being resolved.
I need to.
Are there any side events? There are lots of side events, I think. I'm just not sure. Thank you for having bits on the cast. Happy to serve.
Good morning from USA. Thank you.
Hey, Richard.
Good
Cheers, mate.
evening, I would say, from France.
Yes. Good
evening. No, sorry. Good afternoon.
Good
Yeah,
afternoon.
but we woke up like really early after not that many
To
hours.
us,
of
it's
sleep.
already
Yeah.
evening again.
So real time is like 2 a.m. Feeling like 6 p.m.
Getting back to the game, that's what I talked about. You
Yep.
get a free thought seize whenever you draw a card too much.
Okay.
Very painful because the ephemerate
Was
could
shuffle-
have done some great work in addition or in combination with the recruiter, right? Robbery. Yeah, well, that's I think a very soft punishment
Yeah.
for.
Ephemerating Cloud could have been great here, indeed, to.
Yeah, either
search
cloud recruiter. You have some targets on the field, right? now.
I think, yeah, you're right. Recruiter might be better. I don't think there are that many more equipments to fetch in your deck if you're Cloud.
No, I think there are still some left.
Cheetah Boy tried to rob the game. Actually, to be honest, people, we have been watching this match for more than an hour now.
Yeah.
I think this is really just a mishap.
Yeah.
Shortcut, mental shortcut, whatever you want to call it. I don't think this is on purpose.
Yeah, but I also think this is a bit of a trolley comment, to be fair.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take it too serious.
I think you're right. Stoneforge Mystic. Hey. Whatever. I can still tutor the thing I
He
wanted
could
to.
cast ephemerate in response to the judge ruling. Good one, mate. Good one. I like it. That's a nice one.
Yeah, but you have to resolve the ruling while Ephemerate is still on the stack. Other than that, you can put the target back into
Well,
the...
when a judge ruling is on stack, it has split second. So
Yeah.
right.
So, looking for the Esper Sentinel, it looks like. And this is a concession, I think, from Aragorn, if I'm seeing things correctly.
I mean, the Masterworks Ingenuity will most likely copy another sword,
This one, yeah, okay.
right? And then you have like a 6/6 guy coming in.
Big skills.
They both agree
really-
on a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, very grindy game overall.
Yep. And a very nice game to
Yes,
watch, actually.
absolutely,
Very cool. We actually saw what Cloud could do in a really long game. You think, okay, this is an aggressive deck, on a white deck, no big deal. Against Aragorn, you should be able to outgrind this. Actually, after some mistriggers from the Monarch, maybe it's just this, the guys. He wanted to get the mistriggers from the Monarch back.
Well, and there was the war trigger and some unfortunate
yeah.
things, but
But-
it happens.
What I meant is that, yeah, this deck looks absolutely solid and a blast
It
to
is.
play.
It's a reason this guy is at 11-1, right?
Yeah,
So
Anyway, I think we will end the VOD here and see you in round 15 in a few seconds.